What if we've been looking at Star Wars all wrong? What if the main characters aren't exactly who we think they are? Maybe Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, those bits are not the main characters. And I'll get into that just here in a few minutes. And you're all going to think I'm crazy, but at the end, it's going to make sense. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Gerald, and I'm a Star Wars fanatic, and you can be a Star Wars fanatic too. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. Subscribing is absolutely free. We may not agree on every topic that I talk about, but we do agree on one thing. We love Star Wars. Okay, with that said, let's get on with today's topic. Okay, like I said, what if Star Wars isn't what we think it is? What if the main characters aren't who we think they are? And there's a reason behind that, and I'm going to get to that in just a minute. When I was driving to work yesterday, I was listening to some YouTube, like I usually do. Usually I listen to some scary stories or something Star Wars. Yesterday it just happened to be Generation Tech, and I love those guys. I don't always agree with them, but I love their channel. They do great things. But this isn't a shameless plug for Generation Tech. They definitely don't need somebody 1/10 their size doing their advertising for them. It helps, but I just wanted to show my acknowledgement for that channel. They do good stuff. So if you haven't seen them, go check them out. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description. Actually, I'll leave a link to the video I was watching yesterday in the description because it is relevant to this topic. So, what if the Star Wars characters we see and love are not the main characters of the stories at all? I mean, Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, and the likes of all them. What if they are not actually the main characters? All right, like I said, I was driving to work and I was listening to Generation Tech. I say listen because you don't watch your phone and drive. That's stupid. You're going to run into something, and I'm not about that. I'm not about ruining the car I've worked my butt off for. Anyways, back to the topic. I was listening to Generation Tech, and their topic was, has Star Wars lost its meaning, or does Star Wars still have its meaning? I can't remember the exact name of the video, but I'll link it, like I said before. And it was really deep, and it made a lot of sense to me. At first, I went into it thinking, oh no, not Generation Tech 2. Have they really gone the negative route? But they didn't. The video was incredible. It was about 10 minutes long, and it was awesome. I think it was one of the best videos they made. And it made me really think, did Star Wars lose meaning? No, it didn't. But it took on a whole life of its own. And that's basically what their video is about. That the galaxy is now a living, breathing galaxy. More than just stories. So I thought about it and all day at work yesterday. I mean, a 10-minute video really hit dear to me. And it made me reconsider what I do myself here. I mean, that's profound. Anyways, Alan's video was some next level stuff. And then I got thinking, man, I'm not doing enough to make my videos better. Not growing fast enough. And I'm not talking about growing in terms of views or subscribers or anything like that. I'm not growing internally enough for you guys. That video really made me think about that. Alan, you really made me think about what I do on my channel and how I present myself. I need to be next level. And not because I want to beat anybody else out, but because I do want to be the best, first of all, but second of all, I want to give you guys me. I want to give you all of me. So, the main characters of Star Wars. Let's think about that, okay? So, the original trilogy, the main characters are Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa, Han Solo, even Darth Vader, or any number of characters that you attach yourself to, or that the story is showing as the main character. Then, in the prequel trilogy, when that came out, we had the main characters of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. There were side main characters like Qui-Gon Jinn or Emperor Palpatine, Count Dooku, Jango Fett, the clones, anybody else that was highlighted in the prequel era. In the sequel trilogy, we have Rey, Finn, Poe Dameron, Leia, Luke, Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, whatever you want to call them, the same thing. That's fine. You guys know where I'm getting with this. And then you got Rogue One, where you got Jen Erso and Cassian Andor. The Andor series come out about Cassian Andor, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett. All of these people have been main characters in their own series or movies. They've all been the main characters. So looking at it in that perspective, Star Wars main characters are them. They are the main characters. But no, they're not. Look at it this way, in a literary form. The way we see Star Wars is from a third-person omniscient view. We see everything as the viewers. Like we're some kind of God that doesn't control what Star Wars does, but we view it and watch it as it happens. And we sit back and we go, oh, come on, why didn't you do this? Or, Anakin, don't turn to the dark side. We know it's going to happen. There's Darth Vader in the original trilogy after the fall of Anakin Skywalker, but we still scream at him, Anakin, why are you falling to the dark side? Stop. Don't choke your wife. That's stupid. That's abuse, brother, and you can go to jail for it. In The Empire Strikes Back, when we meet Lando Calrissian, we all knew it. We all thinking, why are we trusting this guy? I mean, from the moment he sets on scene, he goes to jab Han Solo and then, how's it doing, buddy? We knew not to trust Lando. And we're watching it in third person without any control, saying, oh my God, don't trust this guy. You're going to wind up frozen or something. Guess what? He wound up frozen, being taken away by Boba Fett. Then Boba Fett becomes the main character of his own story. And we're all like, oh, Boba Fett just freaking kills somebody. And he doesn't. But he does at the end. And, I have no qualms with that. And this isn't any kind of judgment on any of the stories of Star Wars, but we're watching the sequel trilogy and Finn's getting ready to tell Rey some big secret, and they fall into that weird gravelly pit thing where the giant snake is. Anyways, Finn's getting ready to tell her, but he never tells her. And we're watching it in third person going, oh my God, dude, out with it. Who cares if Poe's standing around? He's going to understand. We know what you're going to say. You're going to say that you're force sensitive, that something inside you has awakened, and that you always knew it was there, but you didn't understand what it was. And now you are understanding what it is. And that helped you become the man you are today, dropping the stormtrooper armor. Anyways, so we watch this in third person and we're like, wow, these are neat stories. How cool. I wish I could be in that story. I wish I could be in this story. I wish I could have stole the Death Star plans. I wish I was a Bothan spy that we never see on camera. I wish that I was Darth Bane in the Legends series. And again, back to the original trilogy, we see Darth Vader and we're like, oh God, he's so evil. But then we get the prequels and Anakin Skywalker is not evil. He's misunderstood. He's this emo, whiny brat who wants more power, but doesn't necessarily need it because he's already powerful, probably more powerful than anybody on the Jedi Council, but I digress. He's whiny and he eventually gets his way. He gets more power. But that's the reason we got Anakin. We were shown this perspective of a villain from the original trilogy whom a lot of people hated. I didn't hate. He's my second favorite character. But a lot of people hated him because, he'd hold Captain Antilles up and there goes his neck. He tortured Leia extensively from what we understand from the Bloodline novel. And yet we get an Anakin story that makes us empathize with Darth Vader. That perspective. We get the perspective of Vader originally. We get the perspective of Anakin later. We get the perspective of Anakin's offspring's offspring in the sequel trilogy. Like the sequel trilogy or not, that's what it is. And those perspectives are shown to us for a reason. Like I said, we're in third person omniscient. We're able to watch everything. Only we can't control anything because we're being pushed along the story as they want us to see it. But now we view the original trilogy differently because of the prequels. We don't view Darth Vader as this just almighty evil villain guy. We see him as a confused teenager at heart who's had his heart broke and lost many, many things. Changed perspective, and we understand it now. And now you're all saying, but Gerald, you said you were going to get to who the main character of Star Wars is. Yes, and please don't make it seem like I'm some authority because I have a YouTube channel or because I'm saying this, but take it as a literary context. We're being thrown in from a third person omniscient. We can watch it all, we can't control it, but we are getting a little bit of forced perspective. We think the rebellion's the good guys, the empire's bad guys. The Republic's the good guys, the separatists are the bad guys. When in fact, in the opening crawl of Revenge of the Sith, it says war, there are heroes on both sides. So, heroes on both sides tell me that both sides are the good guys. And we see that at the end of Revenge of the Sith when Order 66 is carried out. Now the clones that we followed and we love have become the enemy. Okay, so who are the main characters of Star Wars? Or who is the main character of Star Wars? You are. You are the main character of Star Wars. You're watching it all happen helplessly. You are seeing it through your eyes. It's not even about which character you attach yourself to. It's about which story is most profound to you. What means more to you? Is the sequel trilogy more to you? Is the prequel, the Legends material, the original trilogy? It doesn't matter. It's all Star Wars. And we're watching it helplessly as it happens. Just as we kind of see people in our own lives helplessly unable to help them or change them or even control them. And not that we want to control people in our lives, we shouldn't, but we're still in the same position in our real life, watching everything unfold around us as we are in Star Wars, watching everything unfold around us. Deep, I know, and I could be wrong, but to me, that's what it means. I'm the main character of Star Wars. You're the main character of Star Wars. The guy sitting next to you, or girl sitting next to you, or whoever's on your top bunk, or whoever's sitting next to you playing video games, or in a classroom, or anybody who loves Star Wars, you are the main character of Star Wars. So that means with every laugh, with every cry, you're involved in that. You are emotionally involved. You think, oh my God, Anakin, don't turn to the dark side. But he does it anyway. Like one of your kids or one of your parents that do something wrong. You don't agree with the direction they've taken because they didn't do what you wanted them to do. That doesn't mean you hate that person. It just means that their decisions don't align with your own. Same in Star Wars. Their decisions haven't aligned with your own decisions. That's why a lot of people don't like the prequel trilogy. It didn't go the way they wanted it to go. And that's fine, because sometimes in life you have friends that don't go the direction you want them to go, and you cut them off. That's just the way it is. And that's what you're doing with Star Wars. And that's natural. We are all the main characters of Star Wars, each one of us individually. So it means something different to every one of us. Does Star Wars still have meaning? Absolutely. It means whatever you want it to mean. I can't tell you that it's about hope or that it's about Jedi or Sith or bounty hunters or anything, because it's not. It's about whatever Star Wars is to you. I hope this is making sense to you guys. It made sense to me when I was thinking of it, and maybe my words aren't coming out right, but let me know down in the comments what you think about it. But that's all I've got for today. And thank you for watching. This is Gerald from Star Wars Fanatic signing off, wishing you all great health, happiness, and a wonderful Star Wars day. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way, the only way.